Hello, I'm Professor Payal Kumar. I'm part of the School of Management of BMU, and I'm very excited that we're teaching very interesting courses to our MBA students. Some of the courses I teach are things like sourcing and managing talent. Another one I teach is negotiation and grievance management. And I'm very happy to be part of a team in which we believe in the department that it's also very important to produce not only very competent managers, thinking analytical managers, but also people who are high in ethical content. I'd like to talk about mentoring just for the next few minutes because I have mentored several managers in the corporate sector, and I have done my PhD on mentoring also from XLRI, which was basically on the personality incongruence between the mentor and the protege. And I have also just recently completed a book with Palgrave Macmillan on exploring dynamic mentoring models in India. We try and mentor our students also in many ways beyond the classroom. So mentoring is a very old concept. It has been with us for centuries in India. For example, we have the Guru Shishya Parampara. But the pivotal study in this area was taken up by a very well-known scholar called Kathy Graham. And her thesis in 1983 was part of the extant literature. She interviewed basically 18 dyads of mentor and proteges, and she came up with a very robust definition of mentoring, which is the developmental experience of a person who's more senior to a person who's more junior in the corporate field in two ways, in terms of your psychosocial development and your instrumental development. This is the most highly cited definition of mentoring. She also came up with what we call the 4 stages of mentoring. So you have the first stage, which is called formation, where the organization usually pairs you up with a mentor who could be your direct boss or perhaps not your direct boss. And then there is the cultivation stage. This goes on for like 2 to 3 years where you're actually mentored. And then there's the third stage, which we call the separation stage. And this is either a physical separation where the protege may leave the company or get promoted, go to another department, or it could be an emotional separation. Perhaps the protege doesn't feel he or she needs the mentor anymore, or the mentor himself may be feeling threatened by the protege. And then there's a final stage she talks about, which we call reforming. In this, the protege comes back to the mentor, possibly after many years, and then they are more like peers, they're more like friends. So these are the 4 stages of mentoring outlined by Kathy Graham. Since Kathy Graham's work, there has been a huge deluge of literature. A lot of research has taken place. Most of the literature shows that mentoring leads to a lot of positive outcome variables for the protege, for the mentor, and the firm. But recent research is also showing that it's not just a happy story. There are also things called dysfunctional mentoring, which could be a very toxic mentoring relationship, or what we also call negative mentoring experiences, which is kind of in between positive and dysfunctional. So it is very important for HRM practitioners and scholars to understand that there are many dimensions of mentoring, and that when we're pairing people together, we need to be very careful. We need to be careful about personality, congruence, and we need to be careful about many other things because it could lead eventually to a toxic relationship, which no organization wants.